So
well, that's good.
Yeah, that's safe, right?
He's bringing
We
in.
hope.
I know. So
well, that's good.
Yeah, that's safe, right?
He's bringing
We
in.
hope.
I know.
I'm going to give everybody a thumbs up. Yay.
Come your way. He's sleeping. We had any COVID cases at Park and Rec?
Yeah. 2. Joe Masters, he does the ball crew and then he works at the fitness center. And then one of our fitness instructors.
Oh, which one?
She tested, huh?
Which one?
Christina.
Okay, I know her, yeah.
She tested positive. She just goes and gets checked once a month at Neo UCOM. And because she also works for the Cleveland Browns.
Wow.
But she had no symptoms, nothing. She just went and got checked and she tested positive.
Yeah.
Huh?
And she tested positive? And
Yeah. Yeah. And then Joe, he's been out for he'll return on Monday.
I was down at CVS and they're doing the testing through the drive-in window.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, I opened a window and I
Oh yeah, that's right.
windows, you know.
Do they do it or do you have to do it yourself?
I don't know. I they must have awful long arms if they do it. I mean,
I went and got tested last week.
Yeah.
Because I was sick. But mine came back negative. Thank God.
Yeah, I started coughing last night a little bit and choked on something. And I thought, oh no, this is terrible. So I'm taking my temperature and using my pulse ox and all kinds of stuff and everything. Woke up this morning and felt fine.
Oh, you did?
Guy. Yeah.
Aww. How's Lois doing, Pete?
She's doing okay. I mean, she's only been out twice since February, so that I think she's definitely got a case of COVID anxiety.
Yeah.
Yeah. So between her COVID anxiety and my COVID fatigue, it's a little tough. I've quit. Well, not really quit, but kind of suspended about everything. I don't do anything indoor like scouts and lions, and I'm doing the kennel club with Karen's doing a class too. We have to run our dogs in agility with a mask on. That's
hard.
Yeah, it's not much fun. Somebody made me 6 masks, and I think she had cats because it's like, they're really itchy on the nose. So I got to get my lint roller on them and then put them in the washer.
That could be hard on your allergies if you're allergic to cats. Yikes.
I'm not sure if it's, cats. I see, little tiny hairs, and itchy, and
yeah.
I'm giving Jake and Debbie a quick call.
Yeah, good idea. We can get started once they check in.
Oh, I guess, Jake went straight to voicemail.
It's not a good sign.
But you know what? I'm using my cell phone. I'm gonna call him from the work phone because I'm that smart.
Trying to fool
I know. He probably like, who? I don't know this number.
him.
Because I hadn't heard from Debbie. Anybody hear from Debbie?
I have not.
I have two of the mouses right beside me. Does anybody know if she still uses her 673 number?
I don't know. I've never called her on that number.
Okay. Hey Debbie, it's Karen, Kent Parks and Recreation. We are hanging out, waiting for the board meeting. So if you were able to jump on, give me a call or join Zoom. Thank you. Bye-bye.
We have a quorum, so you'll probably start.
Okay.
Jake, it's Karen, Kent Parks and Recreation. We're at the board meeting on the Zoom meeting. Jump on, and if you get a chance, give me a call. That's better. 330-673-8897. Thank you. All right, I called both of them.
Okay, well, we might as well get started here. We do have a quorum, so.
Okay.
Let's call the meeting to order, and the secretary note the roll. We have two absent so far. That's Jake and Debbie, and hopefully they will join in. Let's see, minutes from the October 15th meeting. I have one correction there down under Director's Report, item 3, where we talk about the Middlebury ramp. It said down towards the bottom, it said the survey was so expensive. That should be extensive. It was a large survey. It took in that entire area, and so the word should be extensive instead of expensive. It was expensive too. I think it was about $6 million. But that wasn't the point I was trying to make. It was extensive. Any other additions or corrections? Okay, could we have a motion to accept the minutes as corrected?
I set the motion to accept the minutes as corrected.
Okay, and Kathleen seconds the motion. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. All opposed? Okay, no one's opposed. All right. Let's see. Personal appearances, we don't have any. Correspondence, incoming, quarterly park reports. That's, let's see. Okay. Outgoing donation from Mike Peacock to honor Vern.
Levon, Bonnie Dunaway.
What's her nickname? They never call her Levon.
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Bonnie, okay.
We're gonna do a plaque of some sort. He's working with the family members, and we're gonna do something similar to what we did for Robert. As soon as I get the wording that they would like to have on the plaque, we'll move forward at looking at what it would cost to do that plaque.
That'll be down at the rec.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then
we'll have-
Megan wants to do some things like outside outside the new classroom. Megan, we can talk about that later.
So we'll have a dedication and
Yeah. Well,
something.
yeah.
Okay. Any questions regarding that? Okay, monthly revenues. Any chance to look at the monthly revenues? Okay, any questions? How about Parks report?
Expenditure,
What?
expenditure,
Oh,
And I skipped a couple of things. Expenditures, any questions on expenditures? Nice thing about the COVID, you don't have a whole lot of expenses.
Right.
You don't have a lot of revenue either, Pete.
Right. That too.
Well,
Brian.
okay, then let's see. No questions on expenditures or revenues, so let's move into Sam's report, park report.
the guys literally almost have the leaves done tomorrow. We should be done tomorrow. And then Pete, we did plant the memorial trees. I do believe yours that you donated is dogwood to the right of the playground in Fred Fuller. You'll see it's where we set up those picnic tables for art in the park.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be right smack in the center of that.
Oh, that's good.
So if you look for it, it'll be to the right.
Okay. Was Jack notified in any way that we have a tree going up there in Mary's honor?
I don't know if he was or not, to be honest with you, because all I have is the card that you filled out.
Yeah. Yeah. I would assume that when someone dedicates a tree to someone's memorial, we let them know, maybe.
Yeah, I can let him know, Pete.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I haven't been in contact with Jack. I've sent him emails on both emails, and I haven't gotten any replies. So I don't know. Nancy, have you been in contact with Jack at all? Or
I have not, Pete.
okay. Yeah, if you're get in contact with him, let me know how he's doing or something. You know, I talked to his son through email, and Joe, and I asked him if he had Jack's email, and he said, no, we don't email. We talk on the phone. So, but he said he's doing okay. So that's good.
Good.
Let's see, Nancy, ready for recreation report?
Yeah, real quick. What is the date that we're closing the restroom, Sam?
We are scheduled to shut the water off next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Okay.
And I'm not sure. I think that's the 24th.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I had just a quick comment. I'm not sure if it goes for Parks report, if I should wait to the end of the meeting, but we did hear from a resident who emailed a couple of council members about some graffiti underneath the Haymaker Bridge. Did you hear about that, Sam? Or
Yeah, I've covered.
I know there's a lot of graffiti. This was a specific graffiti that the resident felt like advertised a domestic terrorist website. So
I covered it up as best I can down there. It seems to be a war between the two factions. I don't know how it is, but I went down there and covered up what I can. We're actually have a weird idea that we might. I'm going to try and get some of the art groups from Kent State. One of the girls who works for the art school works for me part-time.
Mm-hmm.
And we're thinking about spraying the whole thing and seeing if we can get the kids to come in and do something actually like artwork versus what's under there. I mean, if you walk there, you know what it is. It's something I'm going to ask her to ask the school to see if there's anything they can do. I don't know if there is, but it's like World War III underneath there.
Is it? I guess I had just heard about this one. It was a website basically that someone had put up that.
And I didn't know what it was, and I don't know who told me they looked it up, but I just went down and I covered both the two factions that were warring against each other.
Oh, so somebody had written like a reply to that? I guess I was unaware of that. I had just heard about the website.
There was something about Trump, and then these guys came underneath. So, you know what I mean? So
Oh, okay, okay.
it was not a very nice thing about Trump, and then obviously they came through. So I just went and made them both illegible.
That's great. Thank you very much. I just wanted to be able to I was talking just with Kent PD because the resident had reached out to them. So
Yeah.
I said I had a Parks and Rec meeting tonight. I would bring it up, but it sounds like you already took care of it. Thank you.
Yep. We got it on Tuesday. I guarantee you there'll be something there tomorrow, but that's okay.
I'm sure, but thank you very much for your efforts.
No problem.
Sam, is it true that they sort of have a code of ethics among taggers that if something is done professionally, that they don't tag over it? Yeah.
If it's done well, it lasts longer.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to put it. But look at the Haymaker Farmers Market. They won't touch it, but they'll touch the backside of it, but they won't do what's already there. So that's sort of my idea of trying to get the art school to help out.
They're all going to be going home.
I know.
You have to find some local people.
Maybe Maryland knows somebody.
Well, they're easy to find if you pay them.
Yeah. I like your paintball idea, Sam.
Yeah, I still like that one too. That'd be fun.
Okay. Nancy, you still working there?
Yep, I'm just looking at my board
Okay.
report.
I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. We're going to be running the turkey trot. We're up to close to 80 runners right now. We really wanted 150, but the way that we're going to be able to, I talked to Josh, that's, Richie from Richie's. He helps with the race. I think what I'm going to do is just cut back on staff that are going to be working that day and just maybe 2 other staff and just run it that way. It shouldn't be that difficult if we have, 100, 150 runners. That's the way that we're going to be able to make a little bit of money off that race. So tomorrow I'm going to look at that and then just cut all the staff out that we were going to have, that we were going to need to run the race. But when I talked to Josh today, he said, really, I mean, him and Mickey and myself and maybe 2 other staff will work it and nobody else will. Sam, you don't even have to have your guys there.
Oh, cool. I'll let them know.
Yeah. And so that way, we can save some money there. Just
Will that
in
be
case
manual timing? Or
Huh?
would that be manual timing or
We're going to do the clickers like we always do.
Okay.
But we are going to have to manually handwrite in the numbers that come across because we're not going to be pulling the tags off the runners. We're just going to handwrite in as the numbers come across the finish line.
Should work.
So, and if it's only 150, I mean, and I don't even know what's going to happen as far as, I don't know if anybody's heard if we're going to even be allowed to run the event or not. So as of right now, we're going to keep moving forward and hope that we get 100, 150 runners.
What's the weather supposed to be like?
I haven't even looked.
Neither
That would be nice.
Yeah, a lot of the runners for this time of the year, they'll wait and see what the weather's like, and
Tomorrow's the
Yeah.
deadline.
Yeah, we're not going to do any day of registrations.
oh, okay then.
Nope. Yeah, we had a deadline set and as of tomorrow, right, Karen? That's a deadline.
Yep, tomorrow's the deadline.
So that's how we're going to do that. And we're going to combine, we were going to do it into 3 different races, but if we're only going to have that many, we're just going to combine it all and run it at 9 o'clock. So, yeah, make it simple, get everybody in, get everybody out.
So you think about 80 people?
Well, right now we've got about 70 some, Karen, right? As of this, when I did the report, we only had 60, but we're up from that.
We're at 78.
We're at 78.
And I have people calling me tomorrow. We didn't have power Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I had phone calls and I asked them to call me tomorrow, make sure I had a computer that I could enroll them.
So we'll probably get over 100, I'm guessing, probably by the end of tomorrow. But like I said, we're just, the way that we're going to save money is to cut back on all the staffing that we're going to have working. So Everybody gets a break.
You see your note
A few of us won't.
It says we need 110. If you don't get 110, are we going to cancel it or?
No, because I'm going to cut back on the staff. That
Oh,
was with, I calculated when I did the budget, I did it with all of the staff working. Now we're going to just do minimal staff, couple staff and have Josh and Mickey there and then eliminate all of Sam's guys. And then, you know, several of our staff that we're going to be working. So we should be okay.
that's good. Anybody have any questions about that?
Yeah, the Kent Health Department or the health department doesn't have any issues with the runners on the trail or anything.
No,
Oh,
I
good.
already spoke to Joan about it.
Yeah, I thought you said so at the last meeting. I just wanted
Yeah.
to double check.
Yep.
Thanks.
Yes, I did. And that's why I broke it out into 3 different times, 8:30, 9, and 9:30, so that we would only have 100 runners at each one. I think you're allowed to have 150 is what the guideline is, but I was just doing it 100, 100, 100 and doing 300, but we're not even there. So it's not even a worry at this point.
Okay.
Far cry from our 700 that we used to have. So, and then the other thing is, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at our website for the photo contest. We had some really beautiful photos submitted in. Hometown Bank, they're going to sponsor for the prizes. So we don't have to put any money out for that. So it was a nice little piece. Plus we can use some of those photos for our website afterwards. We're going to do, top prize will be $100. Second place will be 75 and third place will be 50. We'll probably do a gift card and we'll award those. We'll do the judging next week, but if you get a chance, look at them on our website. Just go under photo contest and look. And if you know anybody that wants to submit photos in still, all the directions are on there. Tell them to get them in. Some pretty neat ones.
Yeah, with Nancy getting that sponsorship for the photo contest was really great. But also, she's right. There are some really good photos, really diverse kind of nature things, but families and children, and it's really, really nice.
Mhm.
Mini dogs.
Yes,
Our dogs.
yes.
Yes.
Couple of them. Yes. Look at them, Pete. Go to the website and look at them. I mean, some of them it's going to be hard to judge.
Yeah.
So we'll do that probably Wednesday. We'll judge and then we can announce the winners.
I looked at the pictures and they are really nice.
Aren't they? I loved when they were coming in. I wish we had more, but it was the first time doing this. So we'll do it again. And I was really happy that Hometown Bank came through with those sponsors because we were going to have to pay for I was going to probably do a lot smaller prizes.
Good.
And then Megan, do you want to go over your report?
Yeah. Enrollment in before and after is about the same, around 50 kids. Nothing like what we're used to. We're usually up to 150 on a regular school year. We just completed our lockdown drills. We had Mike Lewis, one of the officers, come around to Rec and Davie and helped us with that. And then just to go back to Bonnie's donation from Mike Paycheck and his wife, if that $1,200, if we have anything extra from that after the plaque, we were thinking about doing a mural in that small classroom. Used to be the kitchen. Bonnie spent a lot of time in there cooking with the kids. And then it became our homework room after that. So she was in charge of helping kids with homework that last year. So we thought dedicating that room would be a good thing. So we're hoping to put either some kind of mural dedicated to her with things that she enjoyed, things like the Browns, Roosevelt football, her macaroni and cheese. She loved country music. We just have a running list going of all these things that remind us of Miss Bonnie. And if not a mural, just maybe some enlarged pictures that we have of her when she worked with us here at KPR. So that'll go on that back wall as soon as you walk into the classroom.
Okay.
Braxton.
Whining.
Any more from Nancy or Megan? Any questions? Okay, why don't we move into director's report?
Okay, I have three items. The first one is it does need the board to vote on this. Crooked River Adventures from Kent State has proposed this year that they give us 7% of their income. Last year we didn't have the program because of COVID, and we're not even real sure about this year what's going to happen in the next few months. Originally, their payment to us was going to be $5,000 for 2021. They're making some changes to their operations. Some of their trips are going to change, but they're asking that if we can just go with just a flat 7%, which they think will bring in right around $3,000. Could be higher if they have more income. I think they just want to try to go into this without losing money this year. And like I said in the board report, I think the service is actually more important than the income. It's a really nice program having that there at the tannery.
That'll cover our cost, right?
Yes, sir. All we really have is some
Yeah.
electric, and I think it's like $600 a year.
Yeah, I guess really that's probably our main concern is just covering our cost, and we're not. It's not really a profit center. Just
No, and we already have portalet there, so we don't even bring an extra portalet or anything. So,
yeah,
like I said, I think offering that is really nice for Kent residents, and it's really a great location. Most of those canoe livery places, you have to get on a bus and go to the site and get out. I think what's nice about ours is you go there and your kayak or canoe, sitting right there ready for you to get in.
I've had a number of people ask me how much we make off all these other outfits using the river, and we don't make anything.
No.
I mean, there's no way to get them to. We don't own the river, so there's no way to get them to pay anything for using the river.
Right.
And it's kind of funny. Everybody has an idea about things. They said, they're down there all the time. Why don't you guys charge them something? It's like, it's all free. Put your boat in. You can do it free too.
Yeah, and you get a lot of people that do have their own kayaks or own canoes. They just go in on their own.
Yeah. Well, probably in the spring we'll have some high water and a lot of rain, and that'll keep the fire department busy. Sam, do they give you the canoes and the kayaks that people leave down there? Or?
No, if they do leave one, it's got a hole in it and it's not worth a dime.
Yeah, I saw, was it a blue one sticking up in the air there, and I don't know if that was half a kayak or the whole kayak, but did that ever get pulled out of there? Or I think it was caught in a tree or something.
I don't know if it's still there. The one we got that we pulled the tree out that was folded around it, that one got out.
I would like the board to vote on that, Pete, to accept their Kent State's proposal for the 7%
Okay.
payment.
Can we have a motion to accept the Kent State's offer for 7%?
I'll motion to accept the proposal at 7%.
Okay.
Second that.
And Kathleen seconds it. Any discussion or questions? Okay, seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, motion passes.
The second item is the Birdie Leap Trail Project. It was advertised last Wednesday and again on yesterday in the Record Courier. People are taking up plans, and I just was going to give the board a summary of who's taken up plans so far. There are 7 firms: Kenmore Construction, Central Allied Enterprises, Carno Companies, SCT Incorporated, Daniel Terreri and Sons, Kavanaugh Building Corporation, and J.D. Williamson. They're from Youngstown area, Stowe, Lowville, Akron, Tallmadge, and Canton are the towns. So that's a pretty good response. They still have a pre-bid meeting next Tuesday. So hopefully before then we'll get a few more bids in. I know the city, from bidding out their paving program for 2020, they got really, really good bids. I think 20 to 30% less than what the engineers' estimates were. So we're hoping to get something similar to that and, get our budget down below our estimate.
I know in the past I've been involved in this, and we'll have we have a weeding out process, because some of these places that some of these contractors that bid on this stuff don't really qualify to bid on it. I don't know what the qualifications are, but so we're going to do that.
Yeah, once we get the bids aren't due in until like December 8th. So once we get the bids in, then we can review them to make sure.
Yeah.
Usually, you take lowest and best bid, but sometimes the lowest bid may not be the best bid, and maybe something wrong with it, or you've had problems with them before. So once we get those in, we can review them.
Will we ask them to make presentations once we?
No, there won't be presentations. The engineer's office will help review those, and so will the architectural firm we use to develop the plan. So I think a lot of these are known entities to at least the engineering department.
That's good, because we've had a problem in the past where people actually created entities to bid, and they really didn't exist,
Yeah, I think at this point these are all known people. Some are actually fairly large.
Yeah, I recognize some of the names.
Mm-hmm.
And because
it's a $1 million project, but it's not a real big project, but it is $1 million.
Yeah.
And then will you get me the list?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll give it to you tomorrow, Karen. I have it from the engineers.
Then once that's finished, the only segment would be from Summit to West Main Street, right?
We still have from the tannery to actually the bridge on Main Street.
Yeah.
There's a hope at some point that could be widened too, and also made more accessible. I think that's a ways out, but I know talking to Jim Bowling,
that's going to be a tough one because of the elevation,
Exactly. We would really need to get a study done prior to, going much further with that, because there is a lot of changes in elevation. Plus, there's not really a lot of right of way there between the hillside and the river.
Are you talking about the same thing? Tannery Summit to West Main? Pete,
yeah.
Kevin? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think that would be the last segment bordering the river that needs to be done. I don't think anything, I know we always talked about it, but east of the river, which actually is downtown behind the railroad station and all, we never did plan on putting a separate trail there. We just route it right onto the city streets, and that's the idea there, is it would route people to the businesses downtown, and unless someone comes up with a lot of money and a really good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have the segment by the old police department which will eventually be done. That's been funded, but the old police department has to be torn down, I guess, before we do that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story is with the funding on that, if it's in suspension or we have so long to do it, or how that works. But there's an individual who calls me about every 3 months and chews me out because it's just basically a sidewalk right now. And
yeah, I think along with the renovations or the new building of the city building, that would be taken care of then. Yeah. I know it's in their plans.
Yeah. Gotta wait, I guess. And urban trails, which part of it is there, basically just wide sidewalks,
Right.
But it hitches up with the Esplanade, and that will, I guess, eventually be completed.
Yeah, and once you get there, it'll take you clear out to the stadium, so it's a fairly long stretch.
Yes, and that actually eventually connects to the Bridge to Nowhere, which I think it goes someplace now. So that's the one that crosses 261, I believe.
My final item is we did get the deed back for the property on Fairchild. that connects to Forest Lakes Preserve. It's, less than a little over 0.33 acres. But that has been finished. I have the deed from the legal office, and they'll hold on to the original, but it's all been filed and approved. So
That's
that property is now ours.
Now, who's going to hold the easement on that? I think a lot of these easements we've transferred to Western Reserve Conservancy, whatever it is. It's a nonprofit.
Yeah, it's beside the Gavriloff property that already has an easement with them
Oh.
on there. I can't talk to them and see. It's such a small parcel of land, but the guy does come out there every year and look at the Gavriloff property, and make sure that we're maintaining it as a natural space. So I'll check with him to see if that would be something they'd be interested in. It is a really small area, and it really just sits against the road. It's pretty clear at this point. Sam did some tree planting out there this year, some trees we got donated.
It's good.
But it's a pretty empty space at this point.
And have we finished up everything with the boat ramp and the Kuntz family?
We have not. I asked Hope about that like last week to see if she could give me an update, and she's not heard back from the Kuntz attorney.
Okay.
I know we don't want to let that sit, especially till next year when the boat ramp starts getting used again.
Yeah. Well, I'm sort of troubled by the fact that they want an extra $1,000 after they didn't have to pay the city for the, what was it, the $7,000 for the
for utility bill.
Yeah, utility bills. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I guess the city administration will take care of that. Anything else? Anything else anybody want to bring up?
I do.
Go ahead.
I saw Tompkins was sold.
What was sold?
Tompkins.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if anybody knows who got it.
I don't know either, but I would hope that the person who bought it looked into the environmental impact on that. I know the trail that we built in front of it, we did a stage 2 environmental study, but considering what went on in that building, there's probably some problems, And Leonard's not around anymore, so he's not going to fix it. So, and I think his estate's probably been closed. So, be interesting to see what happens. And anything else, Gwen? Do you have anything you need to say about council or anything? Or
No, it just just that little graffiti business that was really the only thing that I had to bring here. So that's pretty much it.
okay, well, no one else has anything to bring up, so I guess we'll adjourn then. That'll be it for tonight's meeting.
All right.
Okay,
Hopefully
thank
we
you.
can have an in-person meeting someday.
One day.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Stay
Yeah.
safe.
Thank you. Bye now. We'll see you.
Boom.
Screen. Okay.
Where's Braxton?
What?
There's Braxton. Hi, puppy.
Oh, what cute. You puppy.
There he is. There he is. Say hi.
He is. He's saying hi to you.
The dog's getting big.
Hi.
He's so fun. All right, everybody, have a good night.
We'll see you. Bye.
Have a good night. He kept whining.
Oh,
The little stink butt.
he's so cute.
All right, get out of there.
I'm going.
All right.
Turn my mouse back on.
See
Bye.
yourself? Do you see yourself? Braxton, look. Look, Faves. Look. Who's here? Is there Karen? To see Karen?